Rob Freezer here. In this video I want to talk about International Silver Network and just basically how I'm building it and what I'm doing with roughly 10 to 20% of my weekly earnings. So first off, International Silver Network is an MLM type company. However, the way I'm particularly building it is I'm actually focusing on 100% just getting customers. A while back, there's a letter or there's a statement from, and I forget her name, but she was a lady with the SEC, and she put out a very strong message towards work at home MLM type businesses. With the message being, because a lot of people are out there recruiting people just for the sake of recruiting people, and if they weren't recruiting people, there would be no business, which basically is saying that most or a majority of MLM companies are all about recruiting distributors rather than getting customers. So, taking that into consideration, I looked at how I'm particularly building International Silver Network. Now, what I do is instead of actually promoting it as a biz op or as a way to make money or a way to really turn your paper money into real money, what I simply do is I actually put ISN, International Silver Network, I put it on the back end of all of my sales funnels, and I just tell people, hey, look, this is what I do with, roughly 10, 20, 30% of my profits. Every single week I come here, I buy some gold or silver bullion, and here's my link if you want to do the same thing. And I refer them to my customer link. So the only thing I'm getting is customers, so that way, I'm in good standing even with the SEC if they come cracking down or looking at different things. And, the same thing, it's free to become a customer here. All you have to do is register, create an account, and then as you get some profits coming in, log in, buy some gold and silver. Now, that's pretty much the first half. The second thing I wanted to share was what type of gold and silver I buy. Because there's so many... in the past, there was a gold and silver company called Numis Network, and they were focused on numismatics. And I had a few questions come up from people saying, number one, I do not recommend buying numismatic coins. I always recommend buying straight bullion. Bullion coins is the most efficient way to turn dollars into precious, into the metal, either gold or silver, respectively, and it's the most efficient way to get it back. Meaning, it's numismatic coins are very inflated. I said in the beginning of this video about MLM products having an inflated price. With numismatic coins, you can really get over your head. The most numismatic coins. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just actually show folks what they look like. However, one more thing before I get to that point, I do want to say ISN is open in a few different countries: United States, Canada, Australia. If you want to create a free customer account, make sure you come here and click on whatever country you're from. And also, if, in an open European market, make sure you click here, because I had a few people from the UK who could not create accounts because I think they were just clicking on the wrong thing. So if you are in the UK, make sure you click here underneath these flags, because it's going to take you to a totally different website. And I'm going to give this thing a second to load so you can see what it looks like. So it's my same website, but it's a little different. So I'm going to go back to the regular thing here. One thing I do want to share with you, what I started talking about before I got into here, was exactly what I recommend people to buy, and exactly, and I'll share some of the reasons why. So first off, if you want to become a distributor, they have different portfolios. I will always, 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 always recommend going with the basic portfolio. Now, from a business standpoint, that's not the best thing you can do, because obviously, these companies have the highest package and they have different benefits for getting in the highest package. However, I'm not about building the business per se. I'm more so about turning paper dollars into as much gold and silver as possible. So in the case here, with the plus and the premium, yes, you get some different items, but, you're paying a little bit for the box, you're paying a little bit for the certificate, you're paying a little bit for the dollar, silver certificate. Over here, you're paying, for some extra fluff type items. Some people may not consider them fluff. I do. I mean, because I'm just all about just trading the maximum amount of dollars for the maximum amount of gold and silver. I'm not about paying inflated numismatic prices. I'm not about spending money on boxes and special cases and certificates framed and things like that. I don't need any of that crap. The only thing I want to do is trade dollars for metal. And then when I want to trade that metal back for dollars, it's going to be a very even trade back and forth. So I always recommend going with the basic portfolio. Get any one you want because they do have the different items here. You get more gold and silver in these packages, but you get you're paying extra for this box here. The silver certificate, you're kind of paying extra for a few things. So I always go with the basic package here. Also, with the autosaver, I recommend folks to buy gold and silver once a week, but depending on your situation. And also, I will always recommend these two items right here. Any one of these two. And there's other items you can buy. However, if you are kind of wanting to build the business, I would always recommend these two items right here, or one of these two items right here. Also, they have other, you can buy 1 gram of gold every single week, 2.5 grams, 5 grams, 10 grams, 1/10 ounce, or 1 ounce. They have different price points and things like that. But if you want to keep it easy and stick to one of these packages, I'll always go with these two, either the 5-ounce bullion, 5 silver eagles, paying a little bit over spot price for each of those eagles. When you trade it back for money, it's not an inflated amount. Now, the reason why I don't recommend the two items on the other side, number one, this 5-ounce coin is something like I call a novelty item. Yes, it is always going to be worth the silver content. However, it's a novelty. I would rather get silver eagles. They're worldwide, recognized and recommended. I mean, silver eagles, people know what silver eagles are the world over. But when you get into these big novelty type coins, it's a little goofy, it's just into a little gray area that I don't like going. Same thing with the numismatic coin. The numismatic coin is really just 1 troy ounce. So you see here, 169 and 170 monthly. That extra premium is speculative. That does not mean, people are going to pay that much for that coin. The numismatic coins are only valuable if you can get someone to give you that extra premium. That's not a guarantee, but the bullion is. So compare getting 5 troy ounces of silver compared to getting 1 troy ounce of silver in a special case. At the end of the day, you take out the case and everything, this is 1 troy ounce, and you see the price there. You get 5 troy ounces here, and you see the price there. You see what I'm saying? So in the most efficient way, I'm just turning paper dollars into gold and silver. I don't care about numismatics or 5-ounce coins, any of that stuff. Other people can. They're nice gifts, novelty items, things like that. But if you're just about trading paper money for gold and silver, and then later on trading gold and silver back for paper money, this is the way to go. Any which way, wrapping this video up. Rob Fraser here. Link for my ISN will be below this video, and I'll talk to you next video.